Hi guys, welcome to my channel Milking Pips. And today is 31st. Tomorrow would be 2025, a beginning of a new journey, trading of beginning of a new trading year. And I am really hopeful that this 25 gonna be the best year because it's a big landmark to see 2025 as well as like every year. But like 25 years, it seems like there's a completion for all those that are born like prior to 2000. So today's stream gonna be like really important. There are certain moves, guys, that has happened, and the moves are so wonderful, guys, and they are like so unexpected to be happening today. So kind of like made me come to the stream today just for you guys. So by the way, I also gave a trade in my community, and it was about GBP CHF. The trade went really well, although it turned around right now, but I was able to lock the profits, so I was happy about it. So today is basically Tuesday. So at 9 a.m. we had uh, S&P composite data that was just almost aligned with the actual one. Wednesday everything is like off, so but I believe that the market will be moving because there are transactions that are being done, and specifically retailers would be out there, so there would be a movement. Anyway, guys, so the most important stuff out there is happening specifically, that is unemployment claims on Jan 2nd, that is Thursday. PMI is also important, and ISM is also important. These are really important indicators. Specifically, these are related to the exports as well as related to the inventory and merchandise and service industry and manufacturing industries. So it's like a working capital stuff. So these can have a good impact. So the game actually begins from like Jan 6, guys. This is the real week that gonna create much of the difference. And there is also like a president in United States actually died with the age at 100. So there might be the chance that the stock market might be closed uh, around like Wednesday, most probably. But uh, let's see. But I think this schedule would be like kept the same. So there on Jan 6, we do have like a CPI for Australian dollar, really important data, and I would be looking forward to this move. And as well as German CPI and PMI in US. Furthermore, we do have like job openings data that is coming out, ISM data coming out. Mm, Flash PMI is coming out for euros at it's really early, but can be done. And similarly, FOMC meetings, guys, important data that has been happening. Retail sales for Australian dollar is really a good data, and unemployment claims. So, guys, like then we have our main thing, that is NFP at the start and the beginning of the first year. So it's gonna be like super excited about all this stuff. So this is a journal impression right now that I can actually grasp from this analysis. Anyway, let's let's understand that what is actually happening and how it is happening. So good news, guys. Instead, a great news that DXY has specifically broken the range. You can see right here. It's the first time it came back there. Not like a first time, but I mean to say that the first time in few days, guys, like you can see that this was a so congested range. We were around about looking DXY around here and see coming back to this point around about took around like 7 days, sorry, 12 days and 8 hours. So 46 bars of 4 hours. It's a heck of a time, being stuck into the range for 12 days. It's like a massive waiting. I'm sorry, guys, I do have a cough. So you can see right here there was a breakout. We have been like discussing it multiple times, so I might not be repeating myself like really into the deep. You can understand that how actually things function right here. So now coming back to this range, that is an important range. We had like a small break around here. Price came back down there, and this was the highest point of that. The range was almost trapped around this level, right? And it was getting like super exhausting for me to watch this every single day and thinking that when either it gonna give show us a move on the either side. So it's kind of like went up, broke the structure. Most probably, like there would be a pullback and a price can continue on the upper side like that. So keeping that higher point, although it is like unnecessary to show you, but I can like show you that how I have just like managed to get that point. So I believe that this high right here, this is the current price right now, so I believe that this could be a good rejection point if the price reaches to that level. So that's kind of like an idea, but right now it's an upper ceiling that I'm actually looking at, but most probably like I we need to see that how actually price breaks out further out of it. And although like the way this candle has formed, it's like super beautiful, and you can see that it's in the continuation of the previous move. Let me show you, like what I mean to say is that you see this, then you see this, then you see this urgency out here, and then you see this. So there are certain types of like high intensity bullish candle that has been like pushing the XY on the upper side, and the way the price has actually touched this, and there's a high likelihood that price can actually flow out of it. So let's move to the next pairs. Because of this move, guys, a lot of stuff has changed right now in the market. So I've just like quickly updated some of it, but not every of it. So there would be a lot of changes that would be happening in front of you at live right now. But on the other hand, the extreme points I've tried to like quickly do it before, because they kind of like requires you to zoom out stuff. So anyway, guys, this is USD CAD. We've been like looking at it, discussing this from quite a long. So there is like a structure that actually broke out from this point. So after breaking out of this point, price formed a small range right here. There was a breakout, then again a small range here, and then price actually pushed on the upper side like that. So now zooming in there, why I'm looking at this point is that this is the beginning of a rally that actually broke out everything. So kind of like a main point, we can also keep it right here as well, making this support and resistance. But if the price actually comes back here, it would be fine. We can understand that, and we can actually look into it. So now moving towards the main concern. That main concern, guys, here is that after the price touched this level there, I had an alert placed right here. So as price touched there, price formed this wick, and this wick like literally like kind of like gave me an impression that the price is now being rejected, because there was a liquidity up here that was actually taken by this move. And as the liquidity was taken, price was pushing on the downside. And as the price was pushing on the downside, guys, right here, you can see that price actually stopped out here, making this doji, and price actually reversed back. and they are again working. And I don't believe that we have found our peak formation here, and nor even the bottom formation here. So right now price is still in the range, and we need to still see that how the price actually breaks. So for that reason, guys, it's a simple idea that I have placed my alert right here. The idea was that if the price has formed this wick right here, taking the liquidity up from the top from all these points, there could be a high likelihood the price wouldn't have stopped right here. And if it comes back here, we can actually see and grasp any move that can happen. But price wasn't able to reach there, so there is a lot of ambiguity right now. So I don't want to like get so much deep into it and uh, make different kinds of suggestions or probability ideas, but the idea remains the simple. Let's see that how actually price reacts. So but with this wick, what I actually mean by this wick, you can see right here, this is what I mean, that with this wick the things could have like changed, but right now it's still stuck. So before we leave, we can see that how long it has been like in this range. You can see, guys, it has been around like the same 12 days, guys. There's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, USD CHF has given us like a great move, guys, and really happy with USD JPY. Right now, I've made my top up there. My top was right here, but I have like shifted it up till there so that I can actually analyze and why I actually believe that this could be a good top, because it's more into the daily stuff. This is like a head and shoulder out here, right? This is a continuation. Price took this level. There could be a high likelihood that price can be pushed on the upper level like that. High likelihood to even price can push on the upper level like that. But this is an initial level, guys. This could be an initial level. Either we can use these both levels as our highs for now till the price reaches and touches this level. I'm sorry, guys. It's just messed up. So this is what actually I kind of like looking at. So hmm. So while I was just like making this as my high, I just currently like want to see that what if I even I put up here, so how it actually looks like. Let's guys put it to up to that point, because let me show you, tell you why, because it's like kind of like more aligning with this current structure you see right here. So in that regard, I I think, but like the the ceiling part, when the price is continuously breaking your highs, it doesn't matter where you keep it. It's just for your uh, point of reference, that is POI. You can just like actually look into that small zone rather than like looking going super back and looking at everything. On the left side it is important, but it's sometimes like not that necessary. Anyway, guys, so you see like how the price actually formed like uh what was this pattern called at, but I don't actually recall. But it's like three times the price is pushing. One push, two push, and third push. Price after third push kind of like broke down and came back down, forming structure like that. And this was like a good support right here, but it kind of like didn't held right really good. So what really happened? The price push, one push, two push, third push, price came back down, and coming back, forming this demand zone right here. So it's a really important demand zone. Anyway, guys, so what really ended up happening, that price even pushed upper side at this level, guys. At this level, you can see that this price was in a small range right here, right? And all of a sudden the price busted on the upper side. So getting this small move was like a difficult thing for our retailer specifically. So you can see it's around like 6 days range, and after 6 days range it gets really scary sometimes, to take the whole of the moves like that. So anyway, price actually broke up, and after the price breaking broke on the upper side, there was a pullback. But the most important thing, my high was actually placed up here, uh, recently after the price has like rejected from this. I was just like hoping for a rejection. If the price rejection continue and reaches to this level, then I might have like decided of taking any kind of position up down there. But what ended up happening, that price again went on the upper side. There was like um, and now you can see that the price still have like the force to even like go on the upper side like that. So I think it would be much better right now to wait until and unless price actually holds to some level and start forming a range. Only then we can actually like decide that what we specifically have to do. Okay, perfect. I hope that it made sense. USDJPY, guys, it has been like a good player. This was currently the high which I was actually like looking at, and you see that it is like specifically broken, and now this is the high which I'm just like currently looking at on the upper side. So lower side we do have like some stuff, and let's discuss it, that how actually price has been like formulating itself. You can see certainly like this is a order block right here, guys. And what ended up happening, that price came back down there inside, and price came back to level, pip to pip, to this point, right? And just like now, for now onwards, we know that it was there. But anyway, if we just like see that price has like retraced back, although the price broke out from this point, we know that, right? But if in case now the things are different, price has already moved. I couldn't like take I couldn't have like taken the whole of this trade. It was like all of a sudden difficult trade, uh, as the price was like continuously going on the upper side. But the thing is that I was looking at this stuff when it was happening, so no problem. Price came pulled back down, and then price actually formed this type of structure. This is the current high right now, but what ended up happening, that price formed a small range right here. This is a really important candle, guys. This is the kind of like a pin bar that we got, and price actually came back down. After price came back down, it was high likelihood that price can go on the downside. But the thing was that my stop loss was getting really big, because I like to keep like bigger stop losses. So price actually came back down exactly to level right here, and the price actually showed the reaction. And all those people who took the trade around here might have like scored a good profit right now. And right now the price is being holding here, retesting this level, and let's see that how actually price forms this range. But overall, guys, what is really important is that this is a range right here, and price has been in a range. Let's see that how this range actually formulates further. Euro USD have been like a bad player these days. So, but it has given us some of the moves that are really important. You can see right here, guys. This is the thing. Price was in like the super range right now here, right? There was a breakout that happened with this big wick. Price was pushed on the downside, couldn't take this liquidity around at this point, right? And then price came back down. I kind of like formed this W pattern right here. I kind of like considered this as a strong low based on the way the price actually pushed on the upper side. You can see by yourself that the way one, two, three, four 4 hour candles is like 16 hours buying. So there's like and that is also a full proof buying. It's you can see like the way this candle has actually formed. So there is a good amount of buying that actually happened, and after like this kind of selling, I was just expecting that price would be holding this level. Anyway, what ended up happening, that there was a big sell off that happened, and price kind of like held this point right now. So right now the price actually retraced back, coming to this point. So most probable chance is that they might be taking this point like that. So let's see how it actually reacts. But what we need to really understand right here is one of the most important thing. Let me tell you what is the most important thing is, just a sec guys, is this wick. Now this is kind of like important important level, because see, the price has actually broken this, came back down. Price needs to like reclaim this. If the price reclaims this, there could be a high likelihood and we can see a move on the upper side. But for that reason, I actually would be like removing this level, because this is in a good, this would be a good confirmation for price to be pushed on the upper side. So this is how actually I'm looking at the charts right now. Can you give me a second guys? So this was a simple deal guys. It was really a simple idea, that specifically now the price is actually reacting to this point. And if we see the low right here, it's like 436, and the low here is 425. So still we haven't like reclaimed that, but still the price has started pushing on the upper side. But I don't personally consider this uh, as a foolproof low right now. It's not a beautiful low. You know what is a beautiful low? Beautiful low is something like that, that kind of like really good holds. But it's kind of like a structural low. Structural low, what I actually mean by the structural low this is this right here. This is a structural low. So it's kind of like a range right now, you can see that. And on the other hand, if the price actually reclaims this, breaks out of this range right here, further breaks out, can give us a move like that. But what you need to remember, that whatever the structures which we actually look into, they takes really long time to develop. So you guys need to specifically wait. Now guys, I want to like see you, tell you a point of interest right now that is really working right now, which is activated. But hopefully whenever you might see the stream in the later days, you might say that I wish I would have like seen it on time. Because guys, what we are looking at here is the live trade. So anyway, it's not like a first time that I've taken a live trade. I just take it like around about like every single day. So, but when your capital is at risk, the feelings are different, the ideas are different. So explaining that thing is specifically on live, kind of like pushes you sometimes that tilt, changing your own plans. So anyway, guys, something which I really importantly want to tell you, that this is a peak formation which I'm actually looking at. You can see that there was a pullback, price continued on the downside. Yeah, here we have like a structure break. On the other hand, we had like a structure break right here. All of this has been like a valid working range, and you can see the way the price actually broke out of this structure, this from this channel right here. There was a breakout, and after the breakout, price came back down, couldn't form the perfect low, and pushed on the upper side. Specifically, you can see that in euro we were discussing like that, but like price pushed back, came back down, pushed on the upper side, pulled back down, pushed on the upper side like that, forming a structure. But the way this W pattern has actually formed was really really beautiful and powerful. So see, the most important thing which we need to understand actually is right here. You see that when the price came back down, pushed a little bit, came back down, pushed on the upper side like that, formed the broke out this trend line, pushed back, and pushed on the upper side like that. After price being pushed on the upper side like that, price came back down, and as the price came back down, price actually broke all of these levels, resistances, coming back down from that level. Price pushed back and came back down again, pushed back, came down again, forming a small channel right here. And again, price did the similar thing the way it did with by pushing it. And after price actually kind of like pushed it, and then the price has actually started going into the accumulation pattern right here. So when you see this pattern right here, you can see that the price has been like bullish, but it's still in the range. So it's kind of like a breakout that has happened right here. But what ended up happening, that price couldn't break out of this level, but it has like taken a small liquidity approach that has been like mostly formed around here, and price again came back down, and price came back down into the zone. So what's really important, that my alert specifically was out around here, because this is the lowest point of the range. And as the price broke out of this range, guys, because of this urgency each time, because price has actually formed a peak formation bottom out here. So as the price has formed the peak bottom, we can actually expect some kind of like a movement from that level. So my initial idea was that I might be taking a trade when price would be coming to this zone, and then I can actually long it. But when I actually when the alert got triggered and I came back to my charts, I actually noticed is something really really cool. That if you see like on 1 hour right here, price formed this type of structure, these types of candles, kind of like made me sure about the confirmation that there could be a pullback within the range. And within the range I can actually lock in some of the profits around these levels as well. This wouldn't be a bad point to lock around like 0.8300 level, because uh, if the price actually pulls back to this point, and even price pull back to this point, taking out a high and then coming back again, could be another option right here. So anyway guys, I hope you would be enjoying this move that actually is happening live right now. So really an amazing structure. This is euro odd, guys. Now we are getting into the minor pairs as well. So guys, with the brokerage I use specifically, there is only currency pairs, and there are like a lot of currency pairs, guys. There is a lot of currency pairs that I can trade, and I'm really happy about it. But like trading more currency pairs out there doesn't make a difference. The instrument is nothing. If you see this is euro odd, it is nothing. Just consider it as like mangoes. So anyway guys, it's funny. You see right here, there's a good break that has happened. Price actually like kind of like did some kind of resistance, price pushed on the upper side like that. And as the price pushed on the upper side like that, they formed a pin bar right here. This pin bar then dropped back, and you can see right here that the price has been like holding and forming a demand zone right here, and price came back down one. It broke out of the structure, came back down one touch, push on the upper side, then a second touch, and you can see the reaction that it has taken the price to what extent up there. The the price actually went up basically up till this point, then price actually pushed back, retested this zone, and after retesting this level, you can see exactly that there was a one touch, two touch, and third time the price broke, came back down. Then again, it was like a one touch, two touch, and third time price actually broke, and now the price is actually here. So one touch, now there would be a second touch, and if there would be a third touch, so we can expect a price directly coming back down there. So right now, this is what actually I'm looking at. But saying that this has been like a good high, I don't know about that, because you see price is actually right now at exactly at this level. So let's see how things react. Anyway, the structure was really good, guys. You can see that this structure has been like a really amazing amazing structure. Anyway, if the price comes back down there, there could be some kind of specific moves. But for that, guys, what we can do is specifically make our level around here. Although this is an intermediary small term that we might call as a local resistance right here, just because of this move. If the price come back down there, went up, breaks this level, that could be a good formation. So, but there is like a lot of other resistances acting out here, so I want to like keep it empty so that I can actually like uh, fully study that whenever the chances are developed. On the other hand, Euro NZD has been a bad boy because it has been, you see like the high has been formed up here, but it has been like in a continuous push on the upper side. Let me explain you guys, like although the lows could be down there as well, these could be the lows right here. We can even like see our analysis around here. There was a breakout, price pushed back down towards these levels, moving like one push, two push, third push, and after third push there hasn't been any kind of like a specific directional move on the. What I mean by that is specifically there isn't any kind of like a resistance in a sense that price bounces here, come back, and again bounce. See, this is kind of like a structure we are looking at, but here it's everything is like that. So there is nothing that actually we can see that the price would actually held on, so that we can actually take our trades right here. But what we can do is specifically, I want to like remove this right now to for the better understanding. Hmm. Let me bring it back. Let's change our range specifically. Let it be there, and most probable chance that the price would be taking out this high as well, and there is like a high likelihood that price can go on the upper side like that. In that regard, I want to like change it right now because I currently feel that there is a good likelihood that price can actually take this level. But on the other hand, guys, I want to like check the daily first. Is there anything that can be more specific? prior to this. This is another level out here, but let's stick to that and see that if we can actually get a. See, that's why I kind of like design my upper ceilings before I start the stream, because there's a lot of movement that on the charts which my audience would not much like. So now if we see, this is a range we are actually looking at. This is the kind of a range, guys. Really, really good range. And let's see how actually price reacts specifically, because there has been like a good breakout of this point. Price came back down, and now price specifically like can form and move on the upper side. Let's see how things gonna be. What I want to do is that I want to like change the alert to that point rather than like downside, because most likely the price gonna move on the upper side. Similarly, guys, this is EuroCAD. EuroCAD has given us a good structures, guys. It's amazing structure. You can see right here the price came back down to this block. There was a push on the upper side, then again price formed a low right here, and now the price is coming back again. Price couldn't like take the position and take the liquidity from the top, but the way this candle has actually formed has been like a could be a good move on the other side. There was a pull back up here, and price continued on the downside. There was a push on the downside, pullback and continuation. And let's see that how actually the price reacts on this level, and if it comes down, this would be our main objective. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry, excuse me. This flu is getting worse. So let's move our alert right here. Now this is how we should be approaching it. Most likely, guys, like if the price gonna come back down there, if the price breaks this level, it can literally come back down there, and then we can get a move like that up till this point. Euro JPY has been like a easy player as well. You can see right here there was a breakout that happened. Price pushed back, gave us a good move, breaking these levels, came back down, breaking these levels internally, not respecting this resistance right here, not turning it into support, and right now price has been like in a small channel right here. There's a likelihood that price can go down there like that. Guys, we can get this trade. It can be like really good opportunity if we are able to like score this one. I'm placing my alert right here. If the price breaks down, give us a pullback. Let me explain you. If the price comes back down there, give us a pullback, retest this level. Literally, we can score this trade quite easily. Even guys, till this level, if we take the trade and get out here, it would be amazing. Now this is Euro CHF, and At this point, guys, when the price actually formed this structure around here, specifically on the pound, guys, I took this position. So all of the sudden prices came back down there, but I was already exited. I need some break, guys. My throat hurts. Hi, guys, I'm back. And so I hope that this understanding gave you a better understanding that you can see that there was a breakout right here. And secondly, there was a small formation like here which actually broke out, right? Price pulled back, went up, broke the structure like that. Price is pulling on the upper side. We can get a move like that down there. But the price is actually holding up here. So let's see if the price come back down there. But if the price actually breaks this level, this could be our next move, right? This is another pound. Pound is like similar to euro, guys. You can see this was an order block right here. Price actually went up. Consolidation came back down, holding this level. Most likely price gonna be touching this point, and then we would be changing our lows down there. And I believe that that can happen really easily. Your GBP odd has been like a good player in a sense that you can see right here. It gave us like a big massive move, right? And right here the price broke, price came back down, and price pushed on the upper side. Now this is the low that has been like a in a formation right here. See, the price broke, came back down. Price is pushing on the upper side. Most likely it's gonna touch this level. So the low has been like formulated right now here. Any breakout can give us a move like that. But let's wait till the price takes this high, and then our range or accumulation forms, and then we can expect a move like that. Secondly, like what I actually see is a small order block as well. That's right here. Let's keep this. I'm getting exhausted right now. Similarly here, GBP and ZD. This is a good structure, guys, right here. The rejection that happened from this point, pull back, and continuation move towards this side. This could be another thing. And if the price starts breaking down there, we can get a move till this point. Can be a good score here. So what we need to do is, let's put our alert right here. Really important. Secondly, you can see this has been like a good resistance right here that has been like pushing on the downside. If the price comes here broke even this level, there could be another condition, that is that if the price actually came back down here, there was a push up here, there's gonna be like a second push on the upper side like that within the range. We can also expect that. You can see how beautiful the structure is right now. The high right now here is at 941, and the high right now here is 941 and 948, 941. Let's consider this as a high right now for here, because this high right now is at 948 and this is at 941. It's kind of like a clear double top right here. This was a this was a great great this is a great structure right here. You can see the first move that has happened has given us a move like that, and the other structure can give us a move like that too. But before getting that move, we need to remember that we have this red bearish candle right here, and we need to see that either it would let us push towards the like upper side like that in a form of a small fractals move like that. So in that regard, you can take the risk if you want to. GBPCHF, what I really want to show you right now is something really cool. Just a sec. See this structure right here. In my community, I kind of like gave you guys a trade that price can actually go on the upper side like that, and this happened around like on 12:30. Today is 31, right? So you can see that it was like one day ago. Now the I gave you the trade specifically on this point. If I wouldn't have like closed my trade with this bearish candle, I would still have been profit, but I kind of like locked it till this level. So I'm not in the trade, but kind of like gave you a trade that price can be pushed on the upper side and move on the upper side like that based on the previous day's reaction. AUD has been like in a continuously sell structure. It's the weakest player right now in the market, specifically when it comes to like euro and pound as compared to them. Most likely the price gonna be touching this level, and if it gonna touch that, when we can see amazing pump in NZD. I have been like, yesterday night I was looking at this structure right here, and I was about to enter, but didn't kind of like make a move in that regard, and I didn't enter. But there is a high likelihood that it can happen. and you can see that exactly from this order block the price actually pushed, and right now even pushing on the upper side. Your CAD AUD CAD has can give us a good opportunity. You can see that how it has actually broken out of its range from this point. It's a exact pullback from the source, and now price is pushing on the downside like that. AUD JPY, this was a small range right here. Just forget about this structure around here, just look from this point. Price was in the range, went up, came back down, broke this structure, pushed up, came back down. Price can go back down there, but on the other hand, you can see that price has been holding this level. So wait till if the price actually comes back down there like that, then we can expect a clear move in this regard like that. But on the other hand, price can even go on the upper side like that back into the range. But with this candle right here, we can't say anything that is exactly that how the formation actually looks. But if things happen like that, we can expect a move from this point towards the downside. That would be giving us a clear move. And secondly, I would be shifting this to this point because market is in a dynamic nature. So, but we got a better idea and understanding now that price got rejected from this level. Let's see how actually this small range plays out. Or AUDCHF, not a clear structure, guys. But what I want to like show you really cool stuff right now is that yesterday the price was right here, and on this candle I actually wasn't into the market. I just saw the position right here and saw it. I was expecting the breakdown on the downside, but it kind of like held it, and there's a high likelihood that the price would be pushing back down there. In that regard, I want to like move my alert down there so that I can actually stay on the top of it. This, this, this is what I'm looking at right now. Let's use this as our point of understanding because it has been like good like that. Broke broke the structure down there. Price is moving on the downside. Clear. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Came back down, pulled back, continuing. This is like a retest, and price has been like continuing the pattern right here. Let it go now. Hmm. NZDJPY, guys, see, it is more clear than AUDJPY, and most likely it's gonna be like pushed on the downside like that to these levels as well. But let's wait for the price to break this point. I was expecting a reversal from specifically from this point, but right now it hasn't happened from that point. So so let's wait till price actually takes these lows, and if the price actually bounce up, came back down there could be a good likelihood that price can move on the downside like that. I don't believe that it has been like a good formation out. This is not a good formation for me to like take a trade. Okay, so really important stuff out here. You can see the way the CAD JPY has specifically rejected around here, retested this level, took the liquidity and pushing it on the higher side. So I hope it makes sense. So this is how we are actually looking at, and you can see the liquidity the price actually took from this point. See when we can cover this up. Price came back down there, again came back down there and pushing on the upper side. See how the levels are being functional. CAD CHF, amazing breakout, guys. This is the kind of the structures which I don't like to miss, and this is the thing that is happening right now. So let's shift our focus towards this point, and we have to wait till the price forms actually a range. High likelihood the price would be pushed on the upper side like that. And again, CHF JPY, amazing structure, broke out of this point here, around here, small pullback. This is a kind of like a channel that might be forming. So secondly, the most important thing right now is to understand that this has been like a good support right here. We can get a reaction on the upper side as well. And I guess this is over, and now we are back to the XY. Before leaving the trade, sorry, leaving the stream, I want to like show you the trade which I actually took. It's right now into this position. Looks healthy. Nothing to be worried and changed about. So this is what we are actually looking at. Most probably, guys, I would be taking the profits around here. If it further goes, good for me. Otherwise, this is enough to load out some of the positions. So anyway, guys, I hope you had fun. Have a blessed new year, because 2025 gonna be extreme, guys. This is what actually I am getting really feeling. about 2025 that it's gonna be extreme good for me, good for you guys even. So stay connected on YouTube, because I'm gonna like share some of the stuff that is really astonishing, and I'm also working on a trading course right now. So any questions, it would be really helpful for me to even search about. So take care, guys. Have fun.